the unfair economic policies, and the massive corruption, you have continued to work hard day and night to build yourselves, your communities, and ultimately to build our lovely country, Uganda. Let me also take this opportunity to appreciate the nation for the massive reception of our message of people power for the past 2 years. I want to thank you all, dear compatriots in all parts of our country, for the positive reception you have given our message from the time we set out. There are very few times in the political history of the world where movements like our own People Power movement gain momentum in such a short time. You will agree with me that wherever you go in our country, whether rural or urban, the message of people power has reached there and is very well appreciated by the people. You will find those who are educated, the uneducated, the big, the small, the young and the old, agreeing that indeed people power is our power. And yes, they agree that giving back power to the people and having the leaders accountable and governing in the interest of the people is a way forward for our country, Uganda. I will tell you that if you go to the north or the east, the central or any part of the country, you will find houses filled with the message of people power. And that is something that we need to celebrate, ladies and gentlemen. I was talking about it yesterday that personally I did not present myself because I have so much expertise in politics. I did not present myself because I'm the most educated or the most qualified. I did not present myself because I'm an army general or a professor. I presented myself as one of those Ugandans that want a better country and indeed feel themselves a better country. And yes, comrades, you all know that we did not set out as experts or even experienced politicians. No, we set out as ordinary citizens, driven by the love, the deep love of our country. We set out as men and women, not motivated by material gain or popularity, by deep conviction that our country deserves and indeed must achieve better. We set out to tell the nation that people power is stronger than the people in power. And even when the people in power are determined to bring out gun power. And yes, we set out to make it clear that we are determined not just to be spectators, but to actively get involved in the way our country is governed, to actively take part in the shaping of our destiny, the destiny of our children, and the destiny of the children of our children. Even though we know that the regime in Uganda rolled out with massive intimidation and massive violence, I am glad that we still have the confidence to come together today and speak exactly what we set out to speak. I congratulate all of us, ladies and gentlemen, and I pray to God that we keep guided and keep encouraged by the Almighty. Countrymen and women, you received the message and made it your own. The message of people power. You owned it and interpreted in your own languages. From the border stages, to the saloons, to the virombe, to the markets, to the schools, to the churches, mosques and hospitals, the people power message has permeated our country in ways we cannot imagine. I must say we all did not expect the massive embracement, the massive reception of the people power message. But again, we are not surprised because we know our people feel exactly what we feel. And yes, the majority of them feel it even worse. Well, on the onset, some people were skeptical. They thought it was just excitement. They thought this idea would vanish in thin air. But you, the people of Uganda, dismissed those who were skeptical. Those who tried to dismiss us. President Museveni and his praise singers dismissed us as inconsequential. So, comrades, when the opportunity availed itself in Jinja, in Ukunjiri, in Ujiri, and in Arua, the people spoke in ways that neither bullets nor money can silence. President Museveni and his pin masters were utterly exposed and indeed naked. Neither bribes nor bullets could silence the people yearning for change. They spoke resoundingly and told President Museveni in bold letters that his time is out. It was not surprising, therefore, that the leopard that President Museveni says he is, when surrounded with great danger, President Museveni resorted to extreme levels of violence by which he clearly intended to wipe all of us. I repeat it, he clearly intended to wipe all of us off the face of the earth. It was under this context that Yasin Kauma and many other people were killed. I must assert that Yasin Kauma took a bullet for me, because if he did not give that sacrifice, I would not be standing before you to give this speech for wisdom, hope, and eternal peace. I want at this moment, ladies and gentlemen, to give respect with just a few seconds of silence to the late Yasin Kauma and many other comrades that have sacrificed their lives in the line of duty. May the souls rest in eternal peace. And may that God that allowed us to see this day, and indeed to get the confidence and hope to see other days, keep guiding us and keep resting our hope in eternal peace. I was still talking about the leopard, filled with embarrassment and fear, and unable to contain the crusading change, the regime decided to illegally stop all the by-elections in the country, and that explains why our sister from Kasanda has not gone to the polls yet, because Museveni and his henchmen are scared to the bone. They decided to murder, maim, and arrest countless people power supporters countrywide. But the people have pressed on. I want to salute the countless young women and men who, despite the regime criminalizing the red beret, have continued to wear it boldly and confidently, pushing back against intimidation. Go on, guys, don't give up. And so, ladies and gentlemen, because they are afraid of the influence of the message of redemption, the regime blocked all our music shows. It made it illegal for us to even attend church services across the country. The reason why we gather here today at my home in Magere and not anywhere in the very many hotels in Kampala is because each of the hotels that we booked was ordered not to host us. Even when we booked and paid, they were told that they could not host us, and if they were stubborn enough to host us, they would face consequences. Comrades, this is supposed to make us sad, right? Well, I think it is supposed to make us both sad and happy. It's supposed to make us sad because the moral fiber of our nation has been killed. How can we explain to our children that a hotel in a country can be stopped from hosting an event of a political opponent of a dictator? General Museveni can go around the country campaigning, dishing out huge stashes of money, taxpayers' money in bribes, hiring people to attend his rallies, and yet we cannot even be allowed to assemble in a private hotel. And this is why we should be sad. But again, I think this is something to celebrate, comrades. This kind of persecution shows how much the regime is scared by people power. A regime that has been in power for 33 going to 34 years is scared of a movement, a social movement that is barely 2 years despite all the challenges we have had to encounter ever since we started, there have been countless things to celebrate, few of which is a politically conscious population ready to kick Museveni and his cronies out of power in 2021, and I am very serious about this. And over the past few months, received countless people, men and women of all ages, showing off their national IDs as a weapon with which they use. As a weapon that they... Hello, mic check. You see what he did to the microphone? Thank you. I was telling you that many men and women all over the country have been showing off their national IDs as a weapon to keep the dictator out of power in 2021. We have made it fashionable to have a national ID. We've made it fashionable to be politically conscious. We've made it fashionable for people to love their country and to be proud of it. And above all, building on the efforts of those that we found in the struggle, we've exposed President Museveni to the core. I repeat, we have exposed President Museveni to the core. His true colors as an intolerant, power-hungry, and dangerous dictator have never been made so clear to Ugandans and to the world. Now it is up for everybody to see. So therefore, friends, I believe that we have achievements to celebrate. Thank you very much, sir. I must at this point, comrades, acknowledge that we could never have achieved this alone. I must salute the brothers and sisters that came before us and started this cause. We owe it to a lot of people. We owe it to our elder, Dr. Paulo Kawanga Magere, who recognized the monster in its infancy. It must have been tough in a time when not so many people were awakened. Everybody else was singing praises for Museveni, but people like Magere stood up. Comrades, we owe it to Dr. Kiza Besigye, who sacrificed so much and showed us resilience, and indeed showed us boldness, the bravery, and the confidence to stand up to a dictator, a dangerous dictator. We always will give him respect. I must, of course, salute senior comrades like the General Mugisha Muntu, Mama Miriam Matembe, the Honorable Norbert Mao, the Honorable Yona Kanyomozi, the Honorable Amanya Mashega, and very many other noble Ugandans that kept the fire burning until we arrived. Comrades, ordinarily activists such as Sam Mugumya, who is still imprisoned in the Congo, deserve to be mentioned and acknowledged. Dr. Stella Nyanzi, a highly accomplished academic, has spent months in jail because she dared to speak up and because of the poor. Nalongo Nana, my good friend, lost her uterus recently because of police brutality. There has been gross violations of human rights, and those cannot go unmentioned.